But Rob G, another Jets season, the Jets are 1-7, has come and gone already. Just a mess. Starting from that, I think people got bought in. Remember the first game where they rushed for 900 yards, so they thought everything was okay against the Steelers,
That's
and
right.
then that was it. After that, the offense really wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Of course, Justin Fields, they fooled around. They finally got their first win. But Rob G, today they start to unload people.
Yeah, when you're 1-7, wholesale changes are coming about, of course. And the New York Jets, if you are a fan, I don't know how you might feel. You might feel conflicted.
Be kind, Rob.
Because they just traded away their two best players. Sauce Gardner, of course, for a couple of first-round picks to the Colts, talked about in hour one, and Quinnen Williams, who is their best player,
Yes.
to the Dallas Cowboys for a combination that nets them another first-round pick. So, the New York Jetropolitans, 1-7, unloading their two best players, just so that they can now have, over the next two drafts, 5 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks in hopes of, number one, replacing those two All-Pros, Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams. More importantly, hopefully, ideally, finding their quarterback of the future. Two best guys out in hopes of maybe potentially getting that franchise quarterback.
And Kerry, I'm gonna say this.
Uh-oh.
No, this is not a. I didn't buy into Justin Fields. I just didn't understand it. Like, this is third team in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can't be wrong, and I didn't buy it. But this, what they're doing here, and they gave him more money. What they give him, Rob G? 2 years, right? $40 million guaranteed. Like Daniel Jones, right? And is got maybe 1 year at 14. Just think about that. He could only command 1 year at 14. And somehow the Jets gave Justin Fields. Am I right on the numbers, Rob G? 2 years for 40? Just check it. I think that's what he got. Like 2 years for 40. Like based off of what? Daniel Jones got 1 year for $14 million with the Colts.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Okay, but anyway.
Well, the reason for that, because Daniel was coming to be a backup. Justin was coming to be the starter. So if it was reversed.
But I'm saying, even if you looked at, I understand.
Yeah.
But the numbers for him to be this just didn't warrant it. It's like 1 year, show me.
Yes.
$20 million 1 year,
Sure.
show me,
Yeah.
and then we'll pick up the option. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I don't understand how you can command a 2 year contract. Okay.
Right.
Here's my point. Anybody who argues and says that they don't understand why quarterbacks win the MVP all the time and why quarterbacks matter, this is the perfect example. You don't have a quarterback, you can't win, and you just got rid of your two best players. You know why? Because they're a non-factor if you don't have a quarterback. They can't help, Kerry, they can't help you if you don't have a quarterback. And so I know people argue all the time about it, and look at the teams that are out when the season starts because they don't have a quarterback. They're out. Am I right, Kerry? They're out of the mix. You're not winning any. I don't care how good your safety is, how good your pass rusher. The Cowboys, seriously.
I mean, we just look at Cleveland and Myles Garrett.
Right. Myles Garrett's there causing havoc.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One of the best who ever did it.
Yeah.
Can they win games? They
win.
can't win. You can't win without a quarterback. Hello? Is this on? The Jets, a couple years ago, everybody was ranting and raving about their defense. All we need is what? A quarterback. Okay. Aaron Rodgers thing, when he got hurt on 4 snaps.
Yeah.
That ruined, everything. And then he had to come back.
Yeah.
And he wasn't right until probably the end of
Yes.
the year. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, he wasn't right.
You're
until
right. Yeah.
And now he's played much better a year later in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotta have a quarterback. And the Jets are desperate. So now this is why. So now they realize, okay, we're not going to do anything this year. We don't have our quarterback for the future, right?
Yes.
They're convinced of that.
They have to be.
Right?
They have to be, yeah.
You have to be convinced.
Yeah.
let's load up and maybe we can get finally, get a franchise quarterback that won't wet the bed once he comes to and puts a Jets uniform on. That one day there's going to be a quarterback that comes there and can be a franchise because they've had the worst luck in picking people.
Yes, it's that part, right? But again, we have also seen, and I know even if it may be short-lived, Rob, you've talked about Geno having 1 year when he left. Sam Darnold he's had 2 good years back-to-back outside of that Jets organization. So I don't want to say they haven't picked a quarterback that could be a winning quarterback in New York. But what you're saying at the moment is 100% correct as far as them going all in, having these picks stockpiled to get their guy.
Right.
That's for sure. But I also want to touch on the Jets, and you talk about their defense and them being really good a couple of years ago and all that. I never thought they were the dominant defense even at that point. So I also think you're right with saying even having those good players and not having a quarterback, you're not going to win. But I also think besides Quinnen, like Sauce Gardner has not been the guy that people thought he was after his first year, right? So he had the one all-pro year where I thought he was really, really, really like a great player.
Right.
After that, he hasn't been the same. So we talk about why you pay players and why you give people money that some people may not think they deserve it. You have to pay somebody. And so he was one of the faces of that franchise. So for them to be able to get the haul of 2 first-round picks for that guy,
that's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. So
it really, it's a haul.
It's insane. They got more first-round picks for him than Quinnen Williams. And so the fact that they were able to make that happen and stockpile these picks, they're definitely moving forward with that in mind. But it also, for me, it says that they're all in on Aaron Glenn and his GM as well. They're going to give them a couple of years to figure this out if they're going this pick route. And that's another thing, in my opinion, what's happening right now.
I got an issue.
What you got?
I'm not so sure about the GM or the coach. I'm not.
But you have to if you're going to mortgage these players the way they did right now.
I get it because what you're doing is you're stripping the team down, and then you can't expect Aaron Glenn to win.
Exactly.
And so you give him an excuse, right? You give him an excuse so the fans can't really be mad at him.
Exactly.
Well, they stripped the team down. What do you want me to do? We're going to do this. We're going to do a draft, whatever. Right. They've punted on obviously 1-7 and where they're going, and obviously I don't know what they do with Justin Fields. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's on the team next year. Maybe they get their quarterback in the draft or whatnot. But I think the Jets situation is just this. You're talking to a guy who grew up in New York, okay, who worked at Stride Right. I worked at Nichols Foot Forms at the Queen Center Mall. I would not work on Sunday during football season.
How many?
I was 16, 17, telling the boss, no, I'm at a mall. You work the weekend.
Of course.
I told a guy,
Sundays are off.
Sunday, I don't work Sundays from September through December.
Been entitled since you were 16, right?
Think about that. Think about when I think about it to myself, I'm like, I had some balls.
Yeah,
I mean, like really.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna tell somebody I'm not working the weekends during football season, but that's how much I was into it.
Yeah.
I used to look at my mom in church. Get a knock. Can I? We lived within walking distance to our church.
Okay.
10 minutes to 1 kickoff.
You're out.
Look over at her. I want to see. I want kickoff. I don't want to come in the first. Do you know what? I was that kid.
Yeah.
No, I want
really.
I want kickoff. Yeah. I want the whole game. I don't want coming in with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. No. So I was all the way in.
Yeah.
Listen to every game that wasn't on TV, on the radio, like all of that. So I know the Jets' history.
Yes.
And it's bad. and I'm just not convinced. I don't know where they're going here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think when they hired Aaron Glenn, considering like the players that we just talked about that they just unloaded who are talented players.
Talented, yeah.
That they thought that they were going to be punting, right?
At
Am I right?
No, yes, you're right. Not at this point in the season.
There's no way they thought that, but it's the only thing to do because you're not going anywhere.
And there's some inside stuff with this story as well, Rob. As far as obviously Sauce, they just signed this year. So, they didn't have, I guess, the inclination that they're going to make this trade at this point in the season, obviously. But with the Quinnen Williams one, though, he was internally asking to be gone. So there's other layers to this story as well.
He don't want to be there anymore.
No, he's tired of losing. I mean, he's going to the Cowboys, so I don't know if he's running away from losing yet, but it's a better situation than the Jets for sure.
No doubt. Yeah, it's just it's so New York Jets, and not just I don't even know. Every time I'm not mad at them today. You know what I mean? Like just the idea that they punted, because I just think that they realize we don't have anything going here.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think it's just a shock, obviously, when you see big names like that get traded. Because, I mean, it's not just one. It was two. And it was supposed to be the guys that were cornerstones for that defense. So I can see why fans had that initial shock at first.
No doubt.
All right, Rob, so they're watching us right now, which means another thing they can do is what?
They can subscribe. All you got to do is hit that button, subscribe to The Odd Couple for some of the best sports talk content in the nation.
Facts, and while you're at it, they can like, they can comment, they can share, do all that for us. We appreciate it. Just do all that right up in here.